Good morning, class. My name is Anne Kibuti. I've been reading the book, Revolutionary Teaching, Preaching in a Secular World. And we are not preaching ourselves, we are preaching Christ. And Christ, the story of Christ is found in the Bible. So, most of us preachers are tempted to preach about ourselves when we get to the pulpit. But from reading this book, I've learned that we should begin with the Bible from the beginning to the end. What do I mean by beginning with the Bible? Remember, you're not telling your story. You're telling the story of Christ. And the story of Christ is only documented from the Bible. So you cannot have any other source if not the Bible. So what do we mean you begin from the Bible? What we mean is when you're doing a presentation or when you get a chance to be at the pulpit, please read the Bible from a spiritual perspective. Remember, the word of the Bible is spiritually inspired, so you can't read it with your own understanding. The first step to do is read the Bible reflectively with a lot of prayer, that the Holy Spirit may interpret to you that which He wants the people to learn. So, and when you're preparing your sermon, there are 5 steps to preparing your sermon. Number 1, when you're doing the presentation, please learn to begin with where did it happen? Where the story you're giving from the Bible perspective, where was it? What was the context of the writer? Like when you're doing the story of how Jesus healed the paralytic man, we know that we read the story how the friends brought this paralytic man and how they found the place where Jesus was packed with people. So when you put yourself in that scenario, you're able to explain the story better because you're finding yourself in the scenario in your mind. So the place is crowded, there's no space. So you now understand from what perspective the friends thought of climbing the roof to bring their friend down to Jesus. So you must put yourself into the story for you to be able to bring out the story in the best way possible. Point number 2 is, can I refer? Okay. How does it work? We find that most of the Bible was initially written in the Greek language and in the Hebrew language. So sometimes the best theological students have gone through those classes, the Greek language and the Hebrew language. But the laymen that we don't have the opportunity to go through the languages. So most of the times what you do is try to understand the passage from those 2 languages. Or better yet, you can even try to understand the passage from your own mother tongue. I think it flows even better. Point number 3 is, these are points that you should note when you're preparing your own sermon so that it comes out the best and you're able to deliver. What does it say? What does that passage say? That passage you're presenting. There are some things there are some marks, some words which have got multiple meanings. Like the word love. The word love has got 16 meanings. So you must know in what perspective you're using the word that you're using. Also, when you're reading the passage, please take care of the punctuation marks. Sometimes a comma put in the wrong place can bring out a different meaning. Or a column put in a different place can bring out a different meaning. So when you're preparing your sermon, please take note of those punctuation marks. Also, please take note of our pronunciations. We have a problem as Africans. There's a word you can pronounce this way, but it means another way. So also prepare, as you're preparing, learn how to pronounce the words well. Okay, what does it mean? What does it mean to the listener who's listening to you? What should it mean? Or what did the writer intend to mean? So here, you do not put
I like the way that you presented it. Okay? You were not preaching to us, you were teaching us. which is what the purpose of this class is. I also like that you never just outline the point. You never just say you must preach from the Bible, and remember the context that the verse is written. You gave us an example, because giving an example makes the point clear. You asked if you can refer, but you never wait for the yes. Okay? But you went ahead, which is excellent. Because as a preacher, you must know that you are there and you are in control of this time of yours. So you must do what is necessary to get the job done properly.
Thank you.
So you did well in making the request, and then you just continued. You did even better by not referring to your notes right through. So well done.
Thank you.